We have liftoff.
We coming. Yeah, we coming.
Good morning and welcome to the vlog, Tax Savers. Happy Tuesday. It is March 20th. Losing track of the days here. If you watch my stories on Instagram, I commented that when it's in the middle of May, it's crazy. So it's, as Grant Cardone said at the 10X Growth Conference a few weeks back, if you know what day it is, you're not working hard enough. So I'm working on that theory right now. But it's right in the middle of tax season, taking a pause and working on returns. Going to go up to Roseville today to give another 7 steps speech, and then meet with another prospect new client that I've been working with over the last few months to hopefully finalize that up. And it's nice little kind of gloomy day, good driving weather, and I'm going to bring you along for the ride. And I've been right now updating our speech, always tweaking it, always figuring out what plays well, what doesn't, how can we improve our 7 steps presentation to communicate better to the room. And so just updated that, thrown it on a thumb drive so that it's ready to go with the presentation. About to head out. We'll bring you along. Let's go. It's a blanket, but I gotta get a move on with my life. Ode.
Yeah, loosened up.
Yep, get those vocals warmed up for the speech, you know. Fergie, that's my jam. No, actually, it just came on the radio when we got in the car. But you can still belt it out. It's one of those you just belt out when it's on.
Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Those voices yelling and the pain is overwhelming. It's a bold.
All right, so where we at? Filling up the gas tank. As a reminder, if you watch it, frequently you've heard this before, but your bank statement is not enough for documentation. Make sure you print out that receipt and take a picture of it. All right, here we go. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fun.
Yeah.
All right, all right. I'll talk to you later. Okay, I'll keep you posted.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay.
This is lovely. Will it reach? We have liftoff. Hopefully it didn't ruin my rim. I don't think I would have. It just went, I don't know what happened.
I'm surprised it didn't move while we were driving.
Yeah, I know, it didn't. Flashing the brights. Does it work or does it not? Let me know in the comments. Who said being a CPA was nothing but sitting behind a computer plugging numbers being boring, huh? So we'll see how this turns out. Doing some self-vlogging because Andy's behind the wheel. As you saw, that was quite the interesting roadblock. We got to the gas station to fill up. Right as I turned into the station, the low tire pressure light went on, and so said, oh shoot, I gotta, it must be just getting a little low, I better fill up my tires. Went to go do that, and we had a totally flat back tire. So thankfully we were right close to the office, and we were able to put up enough pressure into it, get back to the office with no damage to the rims. Got Andy's car, he's cruising us down the road. He went to Sac State, so is very familiar with the drive up towards Roseville. So we're in good hands here, hopefully, fingers crossed. Got some coffee, and learn lessons. I just shared this lesson, but wanted to revisit it. Shared it on my Instagram at Tyler McBroom if you're not following me. But the importance of leaving early when you got a big event coming or something that you need to be on time for, and it's important that you're there. Instead of trying to squeeze every last minute out of your calendar when you're planning your day, leaving a little bit of buffer helps to ensure that when things unexpected, like a flat tire, go wrong, we're still now cruising where we're not having to bob and weave out of traffic and go 100 miles an hour to get there on time. We had left enough room in our schedule, thankfully, that we could have a flat tire, fill it up, go back to the office, change cars, and still be good to go. So, you may say that you lose some efficiencies by not squeezing those last minutes out of your office before you leave, but it's more efficient because now I'm not going to leave a terrible impression for all these people that I'm going to speak to for the first time. So leaving that wiggle room is huge. We are cruising down the road. See if I can get some B-roll. I'm not Andy, but we'll get it going. And I don't know how the white balancing is going to be, but there we go. Hi there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Here to talk about taxes.
Yes, you are.
We'll measure results.
Oh, good timing.
So there you go.
Wow.
Hopefully the tax bill's not too bad, and if it is, then you can ease it with a little bit of wine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You can leave that laying around and nobody's going to take it because it's your name's
Did you
on
Google
it.
him?
Maybe.
It was worth a trip to Ripon the other.
Yeah, right. I'm on their tax return, and they take those education credits. So as a family, now the education credits get taken, so you're picking that money back up, and then you're also lowering your taxable income from a higher rate down to a much lower rate.
I have a whole bunch of brand new agents.
Okay.
They feel like dependents.
Uh-huh.
Well, because sometimes my expenses on my car are really,
I know, that's the downside of taking mileage.
I know, because I'm like,
But if we get you on a good set of books, then it'll be a lot easier to take the actual expense.
yeah, okay,
So this is the corporation checklist to form the corporation. This would be in your daughter's name.
for my daughter's corporation.
Right.
She's the only one.
We're back in Ripon. We made it back safely. No flat tires on the way there or the way back. Andy's car did well. Had a good speech, had some good interest, good questions. A question came up on how we determine the wage for if you're hiring, paying your kids as models. And the answer, of course, is it depends on how cute they are. And so we had some fun with that. And everyone's kids are always the cutest whenever I tell them that. And now we're back, and more returns on, and it was in at about 5:30 this morning, trying to get ahead, knowing that I was going to be spending a good chunk of the day on the road and giving a speech. So now I got a few more hours to go and try to get some returns out the door. It's past the corporate filing deadline, so we're doing corporations as they come in, but a bigger focus on doing personal tax returns now. And those are always the fun ones because we get to actually realize the fruits of our tax planning labor and make those phone calls and tell people that they're paying a lot less than they were last year. Occasionally you get the ones where you got to deliver the bad news, but for the most part, it's good news this time of year. So onwards and upwards on that, and back at it. So here we go.
Come up's always on my mind, it's dictating my decisions. Grew up, knew I'd have to grind for the life that I envisioned. And I see the ads all the time, salivating at the Benzes. All I had to do was add up all the raps to calculate up all the digits. I swear that one of these labels is gonna have to hear this and put my mixtape on the table. Say, sir, I think you'll wanna hear this. Then he put it on, and the whole office bumping. Then he catch the vibe and realize this mixed kid, he really got something. Trying to start a movement, hop inside my new whip. Look what I can
Closed out
do.
the day, reviewing a couple returns. As I mentioned, get to make happy calls. So delivered someone. His tax bill ended up being half what he had set aside for taxes, and then showed him based on the strategies that we implemented for the upcoming year, actually going to lower his tax bill and almost 20,000 more. So that was exciting to talk about and talk through. Got some nice compliments for our team, so got to pass those along. It's always good to reward that or recognize that. People like getting that good feedback. Now it's Tuesday, which means it's time to pick my daughter up from preschool. So I'm heading out to do that. And hope you have a good one. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. Share it out, tag someone who likes to
So proud that you
watch it.
weeping, whole fake special treatment.